Thinking about moving to Natick, Massachusetts. One of my first videos was pros and cons of living in Natick. And today I'm going to take a deeper dive and share some fun facts and information that should be helpful and inform your home search. We'll be talking about everything from real estate, things to do, schools, the culture, and things you might not pick up from just from Googling. So I hope you enjoy. My name is Jane. I'm a realtor living in Wellesley, Mass. My channel is about what it's like to live in the Boston suburbs. Subscribe to stay updated. And if you're thinking about moving here, please reach out as I would love to help. When I think about Natick, I think of first of the Natick Mall, which is a fantastic shopping center. There's also a vibrant downtown, which is a really quaint New England town center feeling, but lots of new buildings, like a beautiful library, town hall, and police station. There's a lot of great restaurants, both in the center of town, at the mall, and also along Route 9, which is a major 4-lane highway coming right through town, which gives you the option of going to all kinds of bars and restaurants. Now, Natick is very similar to Wellesley in a lot of ways, but it is a lot more affordable to buy a home here. It's also about 10 minutes further on public transportation via commuter rail to get to downtown Boston. And if you're planning on driving during rush hour from Natick to Boston, it's definitely going to take you more than an hour. The town of Natick is really into sports, from supporting pros like Doug Flutie, who grew up here, to town sports. Football has been a powerhouse for years at the high school. However, there's a huge arts presence too. There's TCAN, which is the Center for Arts in Natick, which is right in the center. And over the years, my kids have gone to summer programs there and theater. We've gone to see live performances of jazz performers. They'll run old movies. It's got a very cool vibe. There's also an amazing high school, which is the Walnut Hill School for the Arts, and they have a fabulous ballet program. I have friends in Wellesley whose kids went there to study creative writing. And there's also one of my favorite places, the Greater Boston School of Dance, which has all styles of dance and also a terrific ballet school. So my girls joined that studio when they were about 12, my twins, and danced all the way through high school. And even though they're in their 20s now, I still go see my dance mom friends, and I was just hanging out with them the other night. So let's talk about real estate. So it is more affordable than Wellesley for sure. And the median sale price from 2022 is actually half of Wellesley's. Now there's a reason for that. There's a more diverse mix of styles. For example, there's a lot of condo options in Natick. At the mall, they have beautiful higher-end condos that are priced in the $700,000 and $900,000 price range. There's some smaller developments that have a lower price point, but the bottom line is there's something for everybody in Natick. So here it is, March of 2023, and this very day, there are just 14 homes that are active on the market in Natick. So that is not very many for a town of 36,000 people. So it's a hot place to live and very limited inventory. There's a really interesting listing on the market right now in the $1.2 million range, but I'm going to share some detail about that at the end of the video, so stay tuned. So there's plenty of amenities in Natick. Just at the Natick Mall, you can enjoy everything that you'll need for shopping. You've got a Nordstrom's, a Macy's, we have Lululemon, and all the major chains. And just around the corner, which is technically in Framingham, but it's part of the Natick shopping experience, we have all the stores like a Marshall's and a TJ Maxx and a DSW. There's a big craft store. There's a Dick's Sporting Goods, something for everyone. Some of my favorite restaurants are Buttercup, which is this adorable restaurant in downtown Natick, and one of the places my husband loves to go is Legal Seafood, which is on Route 9. That is a small Boston-based chain which has amazing seafood. But there's more than restaurants. Natick has an amazing farmers market every Saturday. It runs all summer out in the town green, and in the winter they have it in one of the community buildings. So I was actually there this past weekend as I was on my way to my new listing in Natick, and I was able to pick up some organic mushrooms, some amazing homemade bread, and they had all kinds of really interesting crafts. It's really great, so check that out. In South Natick, there's an organic community farm, and a couple of years ago, we participated in a CSA where we went and picked up greens all summer and patted the goats and the chickens. So the Natick Organic Farm is right next to one of the elementary schools, Memorial. So part of their curriculum is going over and visiting the farm, and it's this time of year, the maple syrup is running. So you can actually go and assist the farmers with collecting and making maple syrup. So on to medical care. There is a terrific hospital right in Natick called the Leonard Morris Hospital, which is focused on behavioral health. But of course, you're just 20 miles away from downtown Boston, which has all of our amazing hospitals. When I think of Natick, I often think of how much my family has enjoyed the green space. There are tons of walking trails. The Charles River runs right through the center of South Natick. And South Natick has one of our favorite spots. There are two of our favorite spots, actually. There's the headquarters of Mass Horticultural Society is at Elm Bank, and that is a beautiful place to go for a walk. You can walk along the Charles, you can walk in woods on a trail, and actually our local sports teams play soccer there. So the Wellesley public soccer program rents fields there in the summer, and I've seen cross-country races there, and it's right near the center of South Natick, which has our favorite coffee shop. And it's a wonderful place to go and get a scone and a latte and go sit by the Charles and the Natick Dam. So check it out. It's really pretty. There's actually two places you can golf in Natick. There's a driving range combined with a condo development. That's kind of interesting. And then there's also a public golf course. So when my son was in high school, he and his buddies learned to golf there one summer, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's also a couple places that are Audubon places that you can walk and hike and see amazing birds. It's really a nice bucolic feeling. Recently, I joined the Wellesley Gardeners Guild, which is a social organization that also keeps part of our gardens in Wellesley beautiful. And we have monthly meetings and lectures, and we go to the Mass Hort, the Elm Bank location, to take classes and hear experts, and sometimes we even arrange flowers there. So when I think about it, I actually spent a lot of time in South Natick, and I guess probably the second most popular spot for anybody coming from Wellesley would be the mall. So on to the schools. Natick enjoys an A+ rating from niche.com. So there's a handful of elementary schools, some of which have been recognized nationally with a Blue Ribbon Award, and there are 2 middle schools and 1 public high school. Most of the buildings have been replaced or renovated, so they put a lot of money into the school buildings themselves, and they enjoy a great reputation in Greater Boston. So if you're thinking about moving to Natick or anywhere in Greater Boston, please reach out, as I would love to help. I'm always on the lookout for new properties to share with my buyers. So this weekend, there was an example of one that I came across that I was calling some of my buyers about, and I went to check it out, and it had some really unique things. It was new construction, and it was about 3,000 square feet, but it's only a 2-bedroom house. Now, I dug a little deeper and found out that it's deeded forever as a 2-bedroom home. So you could build a 10,000 square foot house. Well, I guess you'd need a special permit for that, but you can still only call it 2 bedrooms. So that's an example of something that you might not figure out at first pass from looking at it. That was something you couldn't change. So I'm happy to be your boots on the ground local expert. So what'd you think? Did I forget anything about Natick? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and remember to subscribe to stay updated, and thanks so much for watching.